Okay, start, Survi. Tell me the story first.
Okay, sir. Afsha, 22, with her friends at theater, thought to work on a skit to tell people how to defend themselves in case of emergency situations, such as when some thievery or robbery occurs. She, being the writer of the skit, wrote the whole plot and the story and discussed it among her friends. Everyone agreed and rehearsed the play very well. On the final day, they presented their skit as expected. They also shot it through their camera and posted it on various social media platforms to reach the theme to as many people as possible. They also went to various places to execute the same skit where internet was not provided to reach the theme to maximum number of people. With this effort, they succeeded and the number of criminal cases reduced.
Okay, as I was trying to tell you, very simple. Where the need arose, that need has come back later on. Only since this idea came, why that need for skid to prevent our self-protection? Where the need? That has not been protected. Number two, then you say, no, thievery. There is nothing, no word called thievery. Is it any thievery? Is there any word? No. Then final day, we have not decided how this final day has come. You just wanted, you had an idea, you wanted to work onto it, and you have never thought when is the final day, how is it going to be, where is it going to be presented, where this kid is going to be there. You're not talking about it. Then you're talking about short, so that where internet is not available, because today in the country 90% country is covered with the internet. So when you talk about where internet is not available, it's probably no, you're not in tune with what is happening in the situation today. If I can talk about internet or talk to you on Zoom from a village, I think that's a happiness round available. Then you have gone for various places to do that. So that he has to avoid it. You're not, the need has to be projected initially and then you must succeed. There has to be purpose. There has to be purpose behind it. Okay. Yeah, Aditya, tell me the same story.
Sir, Rohan was the employee in a bank. One day while he was working, he saw some suspicious man moving inside the bank with a gun and started demanding money from the banker. Rohan immediately dialed the police number and raised the alarm. Rohan, with the help of one of his colleagues, he catch hold of the thief and until the police came, they tied the thief with the rope. After some time, the police came and catch hold of the members, and Rohan and his colleagues were appreciated.
Okay, now, why should we, as I said earlier, why should we bring in that negativity in the whole story? The fundamentally you've gone wrong. They all negativity. Why do you think he's a robber? It may
because of
disaster, or it may be police rehearsing. This what Survi has started. It may be rehearsal. Why should we think about it? And then where the question of tying up and all the you're talking about catch the thief. You say caught the thief or catch the thief. I'm talking though it is not just of English, but at your level, when you have passed your engineering, when you're definitely we do expect you to mature and communication skills should be there. As a psychologist, one never tries to check back what is your English. Just that I want to understand. But when you at your level, I do expect you to be correct. Okay. Then he talks you tied with the rope and run with the how do you do? No, it's again your solution has to be right, appropriate. Inappropriate. How do you do this? How did he come back? When you had a security come back on the system, and what is you are one of the employees. You're not the boss on the system around there. In what capacity were you working? Who has done it? Where the security? What have they done? Is the process correct or not? They are the questions which come from the system. And every story has to have a theme, what you want to convey. And you must have that. It is the aim of writing stories to project your 15 qualities. It is not writing a story. Even a child writes this story. What story you have written, I can assure you that class 5 student will also do the same. If he or she is going to write that class as a child, is going to write done, and you write as a mature person, what is the difference between the two? Okay, now go back to story number 2. What is story number 2? Yeah, Survi.
Prachi, 22, was a reporter. The story number 2 was people protesting and police was there.
Go ahead.
Prachi 22 was a reporter at India Today newspaper. For One News, she went to Delhi to cover the issue of the freedom fighters protesting for the independence on 7th July 1945. She covered the whole news very well and wrote a very inspiring article for the readers to get motivated for the fight for the independence. Soon, with all the efforts, India got independence on 15th August 1947. She was very happy to succeed in contributing her part in the independence, as she used to write those motivating articles till 15th
Okay, so
August
you just tell me,
1947.
hold it. Is it a story? Is it narration? You're trying to describe your scene. Is it a story? No. If it's not a story, what are we trying to do? Here, you recollect that you ought to be a hero. You're not even born, you're not seen 1945, your father probably won't have been born in 1945. And you're trying to talk about it. Here, I expect you to be one of the heroes of same age and sex. If that is the case, you are writing, describing a story of 1945. In what way does it contribute towards your personality? How do I check it? Grossly inappropriate? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aditya, tell me.
Ram was the newly IPS officer posted in a village in Bihar. One day, while he was working, he got a message that there are some people who are working on a plan to kill Sikhs in the village. Ram immediately gathered the team and made a plan. He informed the district collector regarding the situation. Ram placed each policeman in batch of two, where the riots can be easily occurred. They also played some of the cameras and blocked the road, and they started checking the vehicle. At last, the riots were controlled, and Ram and his team members were highly appreciated.
Why this again a negativity? You can never afford to bring out a 15 quality with the negativity that people are showing. Antisocial, unsocial activity, which is a part of a system environment that has corroded you. Which quality emerged? Who's the hero? SP? What has he done? He has put few police officers. In what way does it bring out your qualities? Tell me which out of 15 quality, which quality emerged? Tell me.
Sir, the qualities that planning and initiative can be one of them, sir.
So what? Again, that's the problem. What great planning have you done? You have placed two people. Have you told? Have you decided? Have you given any details? Any further details? No.
No, sir.
Then what? How does it indicate? By just writing, I have planned it, it doesn't mean that you've got a good planning organization capabilities.
No, sir.
Nothing emerges from these two. Understand, aim is to understand yourself. Aim of discussing these stories to just understand yourself. What is wrong? How can you improve? Unfortunately, fortunately, all of you have gone through a system, or someone has told you, or probably you have understood yourself. I have to write a story. That's the end of it. Okay, Survi, number 3.
Seeing the increasing pollution in the river water of her village, Seema 22 decided to do something to clean it and also to stop the discharge of chemical waste from the nearby industry, which was the main cause of the pollution. She discussed this with her friends and went to the factory to ask them to stop this. On their refusal to stopping this, Seema with her friends went to the police to complain against this. After all the efforts and with the help of government and police, they succeeded and the discharge stopped, and also the river was cleaned as per the government orders by the factory workers.
Okay, aren't you critical of the society and the environment that has gone through?
Society was not critical, sir. Yes, the industry which was disposing the chemical waste was.
So it means the whole management of the system, first the industry management is wrong, and the administration which is there, state or government administration which are there, they are wrong. And one of the activities who are going to be there. So you are unionist. You like one of those, Patanka holding a flag that let's stop this. factory. So that's the problem. In service, I can't even expect this to happen. I expect people to die. I expect people to follow me. Irrespective of bullets flying, I have to be there. Yes, you have to correct it. Why can't you think of better plots? In what way? Now you come back here, you have found this impulsive police officer sitting on there, interrogating someone. And that interrogation doesn't mean you have gone to complain about it. So what is your contribution as a hero? You have just gone and complained it. That's the end of it. Is there any other activity? If there is no activity, which quality will emerge? Tell me, which quality emerge? Yes, you are open to experience. You have seen something wrong is happening. That's the end of it. Fair enough.
Took an initiative and went to protest for a wrong thing.
Are you the only person who is there? Which initiative? What initiative you have taken? You have seen something in there. You've gone to police, complained it. Beyond that, no activity. Understand, until you act, none of the 15 quality will ever emerge. Aditya, tell me, next.
Sir, I have written the same theme, sir, same story.
Read out the story. I didn't ask you, read the story.
Sir, Akash was an IPS officer and was recently posted in Chhattisgarh. One day, he was given the message that the leader of the Naxal is located in his area. Akash immediately called his team members. He and with the help of the team members made a plan with them. He also informed the district headquarters and the collector. He also informed the medical assistant. They also made traps to catch the leader of the Naxal.
So your selection, the story number 2 is story 3 the same. Theme remains the same. Sir. What did you use? What happens wrong there? What is your contribution?
Nothing, sir.
Then how can you ever make a dent? Can you?
No, sir.
I have to have 12 stories which are no. It has to be clear, realistic, and original. Okay, read the next one.
Afreen, 22, cleared her test for her dream company Amazon. She had her interview the next day, for which she prepared and rehearsed very well. She then told her elder brother Asim, 24, to drop her to the location. He told her that he also has some work there, so will drop her, and went to the nearby garage for the work with his friend. The next day, he dropped her, wished her well, and went to his work with his friend. Afreen gave the interview very well and came back. Next day, she received the acceptance mail from the company to join from the next month. She was very happy and told everyone, took blessing from her parents, and went to work.
Okay. Now, again individualistic? What is the contribution? Who is the hero?
Afreen.
What has she done? She appeared in a
exam. The test and then got the job in Amazon.
So what is so great into it? I have appeared. So your whole story comes back. Afreen appeared in interview and she was selected. How? On what ground? What is region? For what region? What are the quality has been checked? What has she done? How does the 15 quality emerge? Nothing. You wasted your time. All these effort, 12 lines, 15 lines, the period, doesn't contribute anything to you. Yes, there is nothing negative. That doesn't mean it's zero, doesn't makes you mark. You have to score 100. How do I score 100? By putting across, by being zero, I got nothing. Yes, nothing negative. Fair enough. But it's not the protection that, getting away from the negativity which you have done earlier. It is the projecting own personality. Which personality must? You are still dependent. You are asking your brother to drop you on there. You are not found your own ways. You are still dependent personality. Correct? Aditya.
Seema was pursuing her degree in Manrachna University. On the eve of college fest, Seema decided to have a drama on the social cause of eve teasing and how we can stop it. Seema decided the team and also took the permission from his vice chancellor. Seema took the initiative and they also made banners and posters regarding this stop eve teasing. Seema and friends, they performed on the final day and they were highly appreciated and they were easy and they were very much easy to pass on the message of stop of eve teasing, sir.
Aditya, again, it is social, you're just keep teaching why this negativity should come around there. Can't we find a better way to do about it?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can.
So then, why? What is the use of keep teaching? You have come back their third story, all the particulars remain the same. What has she done? Even if she has performed, who is the hero? Unlike you, she's a lady. That means your dynamic low. Should be has made it because a girl has to have this. Hero has to be a girl. In your case, hero has to be a boy. If you cannot afford it, then there's got a problem. Understand that nothing great comes out from the system. You are just wasting your time and effort. With this status, you cannot, no one can afford to ever afford to pass you. This is the status now. Which quality? Just tell me which quality emerged from there?
Nothing, sir. No one.
Nothing.
Nothing.
If nothing comes and you're gone, you've seen the Eve teaching available. That indicates what? You have been party to it. In your college and time, you would also whistle to a girl, you would have gone around there. You have been party. That indicates to me that the companies that you have kept are not good. That's a direct indicator of your personality. Okay. Next story.
Sakshi 22 organized a trekking and camp tour with all her friends after all of them got placed well. They went to Dehradun and from there they joined the camp they booked online. They went to various places. When one such night they went out of woods for the bonfire. The guide then made the bonfire from the nearby ladder. They went to the bonfire and enjoyed. They After they came back, everyone was very happy with the camping experience, and they decided to organize such camps once in a year for refreshment.
Okay, very nice. Now tell me, Ron, what is the reason bonfire from the stairs? How does it indicate? What does it mean? You made a statement bonfire from stairs. So it means something constructive, no good thing has been broken into pieces. For what reason? You have to some logic, no? It's illogical. There is a purpose. You can say, look at the two steps are only there. There's something which is available. I'm not trying to put it very nice. You have taken cognizance of what is being shown. What does it mean? Your plot was right. After the placement, you wanted to go for picnic. This is a very good plot. You could have discussed, they went around the area, they found around there, they enjoyed the picnic, they saw the beauty of the nature, they saw the fall, they went on trekking, they went up the mountains, they saw all those, but the things should have been given. Very nice. Which you have not given. You should have given very much detail. Your plot was right, thinking was right, but you couldn't afford to do it. And ultimately, you killed yourself by just breaking the stair and making a bonfire. And who has done the bonfire? Why can't you do it? Why do you want a guy to make bonfire for you? Why couldn't you people have done it? Yes or no? Should it be?
Yes, sir.
So that's the problem. Now, Aditya, tell me.
Amrit was a graduate from the civil background. As it was a winter season, while returning from the work, he saw many poor people sleeping outside. By looking that, Amrit decided to transfer these people to a shelter home nearby. Amrit made a plan and also talked to many of the NGOs regarding this plan. He also went to the collector office and also talk about and also from the people around them for the donation. Amrit was able to receive many calls from many NGOs, and he was able to transfer many of the people to this NGO. Amrit at last was very much appreciated by the people and the collector, and he also joined one of the NGOs and started working.
Okay. Now tell me, Aditya, your thinking was on the right direction. What has happened? But you muddled it up. Why couldn't you afford to take it? Having seen the poor condition of the people and people are staying the winter season, he decided to help the people by forming an NGO by himself. And by collecting donation on, they collected and organized this particular, ultimately became one of those big organized NGO which used to help the people continues for years after years, and it is being appreciated by all. Why can't you convert this? You do not know. When you look at your story, you do not know. You have been mixing up. You want to do something, something else come back, NGO, you want to join NGO, you call up some people, you do not know, because that's I call it coherence of a story. It first line should follow from the second line should follow from the first line. That is coherence. Theme, you are not very clear what is the theme you want to convey. Until there is a clarity in your head, you cannot afford to achieve this. You just plot was okay, thought was okay, you wanted to do rightly, but what has happened? You have totally muddled it up total. Haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Then what's the use? Okay, next.
Nothing.
When Sadhana 22 went to her village in her vacation, she saw her uncle was sad all the time. On asking the reason, she get to know that he was not happy with the issue that his business was not going well. He happens to be a potter, but people stopped buying the clay vessels. She then gave him the idea to sell his products online. She told him all the things about online marketing and publicity. Then he agreed to sell his produces online. Gradually his business started growing and he was very happy.
Okay, who is the hero?
Sadhana,
So what has he done?
he told her uncle about the way that he can
Who the
sell
uncle
his
is?
produce
Who the
online.
uncle is? A porter. And what he has done? He either he knows the porter or he wants to sell the product online. Is it matching? What have you contributed except for as a hero? What have you done? Except for advising, it's all on the mental frame. No action has been done. Which qualities emerge? Nothing. No negativity, very nice. But what have you done? It's a farmer. You made it porter, nothing wrong. Can't we think about better things?
So
So what?
I can.
Then think it.
Yes.
Aditya.
Yes, sir. Lokesh was a student in agricultural college in the district. One day while moving from his field, he saw his father working on his field, and he saw many of the plants have been damaged due to more use of pesticide. Lokesh immediately gathered the people and went to the collector office and briefed him regarding the situation in the village. Lokesh, with one of his colleagues and the BDO, decided to organize a seminar regarding the harmful effects of pesticide. Lokesh made many of the posters and banners and also called a researcher from his college to address on this issue. At last, the seminar was organized and Lokesh was able to make people understand regarding the issue of pesticide, and was highly appreciated by the.
Aditya, by organizing a mere seminar, if it is going to help the people, I think it would have been made, then the India would have flourished by now. What are your contribution? Just organize. What is your contribution?
Nothing,
You
sir.
want then how do you make it? You've gone to the DM, district pesticide, tell it there's the ill effect of pesticide. What have you done? What is your contribution? Organize a seminar. So what? Seminar for what? Is it one of those, because you are from engineering background, you expect that seminar is a big thing available. In what way are farmers going to be benefited from this? Is it going to organize? First of all, even if you have to go for pesticide, what is the alternative? Can they go for organic? In what way? What are those solutions? What are other problems which are ailing them? Even if you have taken a problem, you should have gone beyond it.
Okay,
Again, a mental frame. You just one of those what is a easy path taker. Like a water, you like to what way easier path you like it. You do not know as an engineer, if you cannot afford to soil your hand, how do I expect you to perform? You are just because you have become a babu. You want to sit on a chair and want to take a pen and write something. That's why you are engineering going to be. Engineers don't do that too. You are a mechanical engineer. You have to be industrious. You have to have application, and you can't even think about it. Sad. Yeah, Surabhi.
Krishna, 22, and her brother Sagar, 19, wanted to be an athlete since their childhood. They used to practice every morning by running 10 kilometers every day without skipping a day. They also participated in various competitions at various levels. Their motivation was their father, who was also an athlete earlier. He used to teach them everything. They then, with their dedication and effort, participated in various level and then in national level athletics competitions, and further went to represent India in athletics internationally. They then encouraged many children in achieving their goal.
Okay, right direction, but what's the use? Can you reach without coach? Can't you take advice something like no? Some sports authority of India is existing. What are you? Can't you go beyond it? I think why are people so restricted? Can you by just merely running? Can you achieve the highest goal that you want to achieve? Plot is okay, theme is okay. You have to get in order to get mastery. You have to go beyond that. No? He could have thought of having got represented, he or she joined the what is the sports of Sai Academy and all particular things there with the help of coach and the particular system continues on that they went on the district level again. That's how it progressively go up. Nothing wrong. Yeah, Aditya, tell me.
Ullas was a boy in the sports university. One day he saw a competition banner regarding the half marathon, which was going to be held in Delhi in the coming on the Sunday. Rohan immediately registered himself and started practicing. He took care of his diet and maintained a good physique. He also recorded his timing and how much to improve. At last, Ullas was able to take part in the competition and came out with the flying colors.
Okay. Again, on you are wishful. How many kilometers do you run, Aditya?
Sir, 2 kilometers, sir.
Okay. So now you want to run 26 kilometers or half say at least 12 kilometers. You want to run? You
Sorry,
want
sir?
to run in half marathon, you're running for at least 12 kilometers, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if that is the status now, what have you done? By only having diet,
No,
why
sir. I
can't
have
you
to.
person, a voracious runner who has been running, who likes running since the beginning on there, he has been practicing and having gone with the marathon, then he wanted to participate around there with his, he also encouraged local people on there so that they could, so they have to make a theme, bigger theme onto his system. By simply your participant does not help. Again, you have not given details. You have except for diet, what are other preparation have you done? So you want to pursue it, you wishful. In mental frame, you think that you have done, but until you have got a past indicates the future. If you have never been running across and suddenly you decide to run a 12 kilometers, can you run? No.
No.
So probably one a person who loved running around there, who has been running since say doing well in the school time and also become long distance runner on there suddenly and having found he would like to participate in half marathon and also propagate that so that people can remain fit and fine. So that's how you can improve the plot. We have to go beyond it. All of you are getting restricted. Next will be.
Seeing her brother who escaped an avalanche close shaved recently, Mansi, 22, being the EC final year student from IIT Delhi, thought of making an avalanche rescue localization system. She told her professor about the idea, who liked her thought and approach and assured her to help her. Mansi, under the guidance of her professor,
Okay, hold it. How
worked
many
and
lines?
made the system
Hold it,
in 4
Surabhi.
weeks.
How many lines have passed by now?
5.
5 lines. How many lines can you write in 4 minutes? 13. And 5 lines have gone, not even problem has been defined till now. The sheer wastage of time. Problem must be decided, defined in at least first 2 to 3 lines. This is the time, this is the line, these are the lines which must use for your action. Okay, go further.
Then, under the guidance of her professor, she worked and made the system in 4 weeks successfully.
So again, wasteful. What is there great into it? You just already thought you want an avalanche detection system. What is avalanche detection system? How to detect avalanche? What is the technology? You are EC engineer. You see, department house, if you have got electronics communication and you're just talking, just no, out of hat, you can't even define what the problem, how to check what it, probably it must be checking out the tremors.
So she made the avalanche rescue system.
What is the rescue system? How is it, what does avalanche rescue system mean? You want people to rescue when avalanche comes, isn't it? How do you rescue them? What is the technique? God is not to come around there and lift the people from there on the ground, take him heaven and drop it back in Delhi or Calcutta or Rajgir. Is God going to drop him? So it's all mental, nothing. You're just doing it. ये बच्चों की कहानी बोलते बेटे आप लोग. Your early adulthood, your mature people, behave like a mature person. You have to be adult. You are adult no more. You are not a child anymore. Always story like a child is a story. Get over it. Problem it is with all of you are there. Then you meet on there, all with your friends, and you talk like a child only. That's all. That's the endeavor. And that has become a part of personality. Aditya, tell me. What is there? Can you see a group of people coming walk across here? I have not seen it yet. There are the group of people coming across like this here.
I saw that, but I thought I've already made a story on trekking. That's why
I'm not talking about that. Keep make anything. What it has to be, action has to be there. Yeah, Aditya, tell me.
Mohit was a young dynamic army officer and he was posted in Siachen Glacier. One day he got a message from his commanding officer regarding the infiltrators that are going to come through there. Mohit took the initiative and immediately called his team members. And they with the help of the team, they made a plan and they also.
Okay, now Aditya, how many lines have passed by now?
So I think 6, sir.
6 lines. 6 lines. What have you done? You have been tasked to prevent the infiltrators come back. So that's only 1 line. So this whole thing could have been done in 1 line. Aditya, being the head of this time, had been to stop infiltrators coming through. Where the need for 6 lines?
Yes, sir.
You are being verbose, wasting resources. Read the next one. Agi, go ahead from there.
So he made a plan and also made his soldiers ready for the action. They all quietly surrounded the area, and when the terrorists came, they all ambushed them, and they were able to catch hold of them. Thereafter, they were thereafter they with the help of the chopper, they sent the terrorists to the main HQ, and they were highly appreciated by the commanding officer.
Okay, just look that. Understand that. You're just. I have told you to avoid such things. Correct?
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the use of wasting your time and effort?
Yes, sir. Right.
Correct. Now, anti-social activity, now terrorism, unionism, Naxalite, all these will have to be avoided.
Okay, sir.
If you can't avoid it, what's the problem? None of the 15 qualities emerge. Next will be, tell me.
When Rima 22 came back from her college to home, she saw her younger 6-year-old brother Ram, who was waiting for her at the door. On asking, he told her that he also wanted to be a football player like her. She told him that she will teach him football, but he will have to focus on his studies as well, to which he agreed. She then started teaching him, and with all his efforts under Rima's guidance, Ram became a successful football player later. So you are muted.
What did the hero say? Who is the hero?
Rima.
What has she done?
She taught her younger brother to play football.
Who is he? Younger brother? His own family?
Yes, sir.
And why this condition is there? You put a condition, if you study, then will I teach you football? Otherwise, I will not.
No, sir. She said that he will also have to focus on his studies.
So that means conditional, isn't it? Conditional support. After the condition, what is it? What is Rima? What has she done? What is she? Is she good in football?
What in football? Oh. That I haven't mentioned.
So if you have how can, if you do not know how to play football, how can you teach your brother how to play football? From where has this come?
He was a football player.
Who?
Rima.
Tell me what has she done? Read it again.
Okay. So when Rima came back from village to home, her brother told her that he wanted to be a football player just like her. Then she told him that she will teach him if he studies.
Okay, then how is she taught him? How has she taught him? Where are the details? See, it's all on the verbal mental front again. Any qualities emerge? So if there is no action, there is no quality. Actually, you are writing a story that has got no significance. Your aim should be to bring out those 15 qualities.
Yes, sir.
Tell me which quality emerges. Tell me one quality. One quality emerges that yes, she has got a good relationship with her brother. That's all.
Yes, sir. Social adaptability.
So how does social adaptability make it? Does it make a human? I want an officer to have the brain first. So many stories, apart not even one story you have told me till now that indicates that you have got enough of effective intelligence and reasoning ability. Yeah, Aditya, tell me.
Nilesh was a boy in class 10th. He always wanted to join Rashtra Military School, Bangalore. Nilesh searched the requirement and made a proper schedule regarding the class 10 board exam, as the selection was on the class 10 board exam marks. Nilesh prepared well and also cleared his doubt with his teacher. He also gave mock papers to boost his confidence and was very much able to get good marks in the mocks. In the board exam, as the results were declared, he scored 9.6 CGPA and was called for the interview. He gave the interview and was selected in top 6 out of 100. At last, he was very much appreciated. At last, he joined the school and was very much appreciated by his parents and teachers and his colleagues.
Very nice. It's a story of individual?
It's my story only, sir.
So stories. What did you gain out of it?
Sorry, sir?
It's your self story.
Yes, sir.
So it's a self story. Which qualities emerge?
Sense of responsibility, sir.
How do you say sense of responsibility?
So because a boy who always wanted to join military school, he prepared himself for...
See, that's a motivation. Then you got to aim. But what is self? How is a sense of responsibility? Only by scoring marks. Okay.
No, sir. By also preparing for interview also.
So it is a personal thing, is it? Out of 15 qualities, which qualities emerge from this? Tell me which qualities emerge.
I already told you, sir. Sense of responsibility.
Sense of responsibility is nothing. I don't call sense of responsibility what? Sense of duty and sense of discipline. Sense of duty and sense of discipline. So if you have scored well, that's okay. Fair enough. That's for you or yourself. Where's the sense of duty?
Yes, sir.
What have you done for others? What responsibility have you taken? You are class 10th student now. Hey, class 10th student. And now what are your age? What is your age now?
So my age is 22.
22. And what you are talking about it? That's called regression. You're talking about the past. Your mental age below your chronological age. You are a full grown engineer now, and you are talking class 10th student as a hero. It's a regression. So one such story is sufficient for me to drop you. You're not yet grown. Next story.
Shinjini 22 thought of organizing a camp to teach people how to rescue themselves in disaster situations and also to help others. She talked to her friends who were a part of Scout and Guide as she was. She told them that she wanted to organize the camp for the poor village people who cannot afford to know this from other sources. They all agreed to it and started the camp where they taught everyone all the techniques. With all their efforts, they were able to convey this message to maximum possible people, and they also succeeded in this, as after this many people were able to help each other in disaster situations.
Okay. Only poor people need to manage disaster or say come out when disaster strikes them. Is it? Rich people don't have to be bothered about it because someone has to look after them.
No, sir, I mentioned poor because those people cannot afford to know this from other
So
sources.
all those people are rich, Ambanis, they must have taken a lot of disaster management classes. Correct?
No, sir.
No, that's exactly what it means. Again, fundamentally, people get wrong. You have to laugh because that's the way. Because yeah, you must laugh. That's exactly what is their problem is like this. No, you think it broader aspect on it. What have you done? You organized it. What is disaster? Now tell me. Hold it. Disaster is like this. My locust. Have you heard of locust? If locusts come back and strike the complete area has been eaten away by locusts, what do? How is it not a disaster? So disaster word you have taken, you have heard it, got it, and you have used it very gratefully around there. For a poor person, what is disaster? Tell me, what is disaster for poor people? It can be pandemic. It can be probably house may have collapsed. What have you done? Is it maybe fire? You just be generalist, absolutely out of place. You have to be focused. What do you want to do? You are tagged just as general knowledge. You have got general knowledge. Very disaster is a word which you have heard it and used it very effectively. Very nice, great. Is it firefighting? Is it house collapsing? Is it crop damage? Is it flood? What have you done? Have you told anything about it? Tell me, Surabhi. No? So how does it matter? So don't become generalist. Yeah, Aditya, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sunil was a boy in Rashtriya Middle School, Bangalore. He was very much interested in wrestling. One day, his coach told him that wrestling competition will be going to held next month. After hearing this, Sunil immediately registered himself for the competition. Sunil took the help of his coach, and they made a proper diet and scheduled training for him. They also took the permission from their principal and admin officer. They started practicing, and Sunil was able to.
How many lines passed?
Sir, 8.
What have you done in 8 lines? You have taken permission from the principal. You want to register your name. Any other action?
No, sir.
So what have you done? What have you gained? Nothing.
Nothing, sir.
So what is used?
Nothing, sir.
So if there is nothing, so how do you proceed?
Yes, sir.
No,
I have to write. Yes, sir.
You tell me you have appeared in SSB for 8 times, 6 times around that, and you tell me that what do I do? 6 times, no one has. That's exactly what I want to tell you, people around there. Simple. 8 lines have passed, another 5 lines. What will you write? What have you done? Please do that. Last 4 lines, read out quickly.
They started practicing, and Sunil was able to overcome his weak areas and practice a lot in his strong areas. At last, the competition was scheduled, and Sunil took part in it and came up with flying colors. And
what is it? So only one action line you got over your problems. What are the problems?
So to overcome my weak areas. Sir.
What are those weak areas?
Yes, I haven't mentioned it, sir.
So, but you took a diet, isn't it? The diet you have written, the second story is coming. When you marathon, you participate, you took diet because you are weak, feeble. Like Surbi, she can't even talk. So that's the problem on there. So she requires extra diet, but Aditya is taking more diet. That's the problem. What are you people thinking? What are you people doing? कहाँ तुम लोग इंजीनियर बने हो इस हिंदुस्तान में क्या हो? Unfortunately, I am also an engineer. I can't imagine my engineer friend to be like this. So low in the whole aptitude, whole system. And you happen to be from military school. And that too military school, Bangalore, having its own damn reputation. You call yourself Georgians. What is the use? Okay, next story. Survey.
Yes, sir. When Vandana 24 came to know the increase in spread of disease cholera in her village, she immediately called a team of doctors from the city hospital Delhi, where she was a doctor. She immediately organized a camp to treat the victims. She researched on the cause and found the increase in garbage here and there, which made the food and water polluted and was the reason for the spread of the disease. She immediately called an emergency meeting with the villagers with the help of Sarpanch, where she told everyone the cause and precautions for cholera. Soon people started implementing it by cleaning their houses and nearby places, and the village became clean and disease stopped spreading and people recovered.
Survey with such a good plot, again you muddled up. Again muddled up. Simple game. Having Survey being a doctor in village, when we found that her area was stuck with cholera pandemic, which was creating a problem in this area, he or she brought her colleagues on there. They rented this. They stayed in the village. They cleaned up the area. They started treating the people on their person. They distributed medicine to the people from the salary that she has got it on there. She also organized with the local hospitals, local people on with the help of the system. Within a matter of 15-20 days, the whole thing was brought under control. Area got cleaned up. Can't you think of these one details? What prevents you from thinking? Bolna.
I don't know, sir. This was what I thought.
No, think bigger. Think bigger. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Think bigger. Aditya, tell me now.
Ramesh was in class 12 standard in NCS Kochi. He always dreamt of being a doctor in the armed forces, and he was very much interested in biology. Ramesh started preparing for the NEET exam and made a schedule. He took help of his teachers and his friend. He also took the help of the internet to clear his doubts and to make his concept very much clear. He was able to give the mocks. At last he gave the NEET paper, and on the request on the result day he was very much happy and scored good marks. Later on, he applied for the FMC and was able to clear the
Aditya, should I clap for you?
No, sir.
Or should I slap you?
Second option is good, sir.
Second option is a better option because this repeat of the same story. Second, again, regression. That comes a problem now. Now you understand what prevented you from passing down there till now.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's a
Yes,
total
sir.
regression. The same to क्या फायदा हुआ ऐसे लिखने का बेटा? कोई
Yes,
फायदा
sir.
है क्या? तुम
No,
ही
sir.
बताओ. Though, as I say, I've always maintained, told all my students on there, I'm not going to guarantee anyone that you will pass. But one thing I'll guarantee you that I will change your thinking and attitude.
Yes, sir.
That is what my guarantee. One thing I guarantee, if you leave, the day you leave with me, you will have certain change in thought process. Okay. Should be again next.
Preeti 22 was a EC student doing her BTech from IGDTUW. She wanted to be an Air Force pilot since her childhood. In her final year, she got her very first chance to give the FCAT exam, which she cleared. She then started preparing for her AFSB with all the dedication. She cleared her SSB and joined the Air Force as a pilot. When she came back home in her midterm break, her parents were very happy to see their child in uniform. She then motivated many young children from her village. Soon, many other people joined Air Force from her village.
Good. I think for the first time, I found service doing something that you heave a sigh of relief. Okay. That doesn't mean wrong that. What is the problem again? You are telling yourself a story.
Yes, sir.
So that's the problem. It's a better story. One story out of 12 will have to be there. It shows motivation to join service. Nothing wrong. Okay. And best part that you created is not you left it on the father being impressed with your uniform. It's the others you have taken into consideration that they have also joined the services. So that is the future part. So that is the better part. So if you write this way, you can certainly do better.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Khatam ho gaya. So next, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, Rohan was a doctor in the army. He was posted in Delhi headquarters. One day, he went to his commanding officer and discussed the plan for organizing a blood donation camp. He took the initiative and made a plan with the. They made a proper schedule and also called for the volunteers. They, with the help of the other people, were able to make them understand the advantages of blood donation and his benefits. At last, the camp was organized for 2 days, and it was a great success. Later on, he and his team members were appreciated.
Make the system progressive. Again, one-time event. Why can't you say they also organized a blood donation camp on a quarterly basis? 40 units of blood used to be given, and they became a process on the every person should also do. You can improve this. Okay. Now, last story which you have come back. Tell me, Surbi.
In her increasing weight, Subi 22 thought of exercising every day from the very next day. She made a diet chart for herself to follow strictly. She also executed her plan from the next day, where she used to run, exercise, and do yoga every day in the early morning. She also used to follow her diet chart very strictly. She was able to achieve her goal of losing weight in a month. She then took an oath to continue this lifetime to stay healthy. She then decided and also participated in various yoga competitions.
Again, you've gone back again. Hold it. What it is? You want to slim? क्या फायदा हुआ? What is the story? What is the theme? What do you come back again?
I wasn't able to think with this picture. I thought of writing the athletic story again, but it would be repetitive.
I'm not interested around that. That's wrong way. You're dieting, again repeated 2-3 times. You've already repeated. It cannot happen that way. Aditya.
Reshma was an employee in Byju's. One day, she went to his senior and discussed to conduct a health drive regarding Fit India. Reshma discussed the whole plan and got the permission. She was able to made a plan. She was able to made a plan with her colleagues and also decided what the games that they should include. Reshma also designed T-shirt and posters so that many of the people get inspiration to keep their body fit. At last, the health drive was conducted and it was a huge success. They were able to pass message of Fit India and was very much appreciated.
Go in more details. Okay. That's the way then?
Yes, sir.
We meet tomorrow then. Okay, bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.